What's up guys, welcome back to a new What I've Been Watching, first video of the year. In today's video we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane as we go into the new Goosebumps series streaming on Disney+. This series follows 5 high schoolers that unleash supernatural forces upon their town. Now they must work together in order to save it. Spooky. We have Margot, played by Issa Briones, Isaiah, played by Zach Morris, James, played by Miles McKenna, Isabella, played by Anna Yi Puig, I hope I pronounced that right, Lucas, played by Will Price. You kind of modern day teenagers in high school kind of scenario. And we also have good supporting roles from Rachel Harris, Rob Hubel, and also Justin Long, who has a great role in this series as well. He really gets to shine, and it's great to watch his performance and role. He did great in this series. So that's the outline of the show. Not really my demographic, I should say, because I'm not in high school anymore. But I was a kid of, the 90s when Goosebumps was kind of popular and coming out. So this was very much a nostalgia trip for me. The original Goosebumps series were like an anthology series, based on each book. Whereas this series kind of serializes all the stories into one story. So that's, I guess, the good thing about Goosebumps is that you can kind of weave in and out of the books. And some of the books that are used in this series are Say Cheese and Die, The Haunted Mask, which was one I had as a kid, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom, and Night of the Living Mummy. So it's cool to see some of these stories that I grew up reading as a kid still used today in modern Goosebumps. So that was something that drew me to the show, and which is something I really enjoyed because, horror fans. So it's cool to see teenage horror executed well, because I don't know if there's not too many kind of good teenage horror out there these days. It's cool to see that executed well, and something that, fans of the genre can support too. So it brings me into my next things I liked about the show. Just, love the atmosphere and the aesthetic of Goosebumps. The font of Goosebumps has always been a influence on me. Cool text and stuff like that. Spooky nature of all the stories. It really creates a good atmosphere. Or R.L. Stine, the author, really creates cool, spooky atmospheres. And also what I liked about the show was it's a Hulu show, which is Fox, which is now Disney. Like I said, streaming on Disney+. They really put good effort into the production design and the props and the effects of the series. That was probably what kind of tipped it over the line for me, that made me really enjoy the show, was just how much effort they put into like the physical props. Like you've got The Living Mummy, which is a great story in itself, The Cuckoo Clock. I think it also has a great use of CGI effects as well. It doesn't really ruin the mood of the environment and atmosphere. So yeah, one of the cool standouts of the show was the production design and the effects and all the props in the series, which I very much enjoyed. I'm very much a practical effects kind of consumer and enjoyer, and a practical effects kind of guy. So I always love to see real effects used in films and TV. So that was a big tick for me. And also, yeah, the story that they wove was very cool too. It keeps you kind of guessing, or kind of keeps you interested throughout the series. It's 10 episodes, so you kind of start out in the beginning wondering how they're going to kind of thread all this together, if they're just doing like books for each episode. But the overall story is very satisfying, and it goes into a cool place. And for, horror fans, it's worth it in the end. I think it's pretty cool. The climax pays off, and I think it's a worthy entry into the Goosebumps franchise. I haven't seen the recent films with Jack Black, but I remember reading the books as a kid, like The Haunted Mask, and also watching a bit of the original series, which I've not seen for a long time, but remember enjoying that too. But yeah, I think it's a worthy entry into the Goosebumps franchise for any like horror or spooky stuff fans out there. I would recommend. It's, may not be your demographic, obviously more catered towards the high school crowd and teenage crowd. But if you're a nostalgic fan of Goosebumps, I think it's not too bad, a worthy entry, and you can have some fun watching a cool spooky series. Streaming now on Disney Plus, so it's right there if you have it. It's not too bad. And yeah, I suppose that's it about Goosebumps. Yeah, that's about it for Goosebumps. First video of 2024. Here's to a good 2024. A lot of stuff on the horizon this year, hopefully. So hopefully it's going to be the year of content. So get excited for that. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Peace out.